Welcome back to another week in my life in New York City. Right now I am walking through Washington Square Park and I'm going to a coffee shop and I'm going to do some work from there. It's called Stumptown Roasters. I actually haven't been there before, but it's on the list of places that you can go with your laptop and do work because a lot of coffee shops don't let you bring your laptop. So this one does, so I'm gonna go there, see if that's true, try it out. And I have a Zoom call as well, so I'm gonna have to take that from there. But yeah, it's a really nice, like crisp, cool October day here in the city. There are lots of people in the park and I don't know, it's just one of those like lovely fall days. So yeah.
Wake me up, I'm getting tired of sleep. Think I've had enough. I've been gone but haven't done much healing. It's pretty clear to me, kinda strange how I can take a beating from my better self. It's like no one else even really scratches the surface. Cause nobody gets me. I'm looking for faith, looking for love in every direction. I'm looking for someone to show me the way when my map is torn up. Give me a light when my torch is blown out. Let me escape from my hideaway. I give up all of my little addictions, but I'm still stuck with some tough decisions, yeah. Now I'm up against the wall and I'm looking for your attention. Wide awake and I'm just scared away for a better chance at a great romance, and I'm just not getting any braver. Cause nobody gets me. I'm looking for faith, looking for love in every direction. I'm looking for someone to show me the way when my map is torn up. Give me a light when my torch is blown out. Let me escape from my hideaway.
Hi guys, so back at my apartment now. I ended up sitting outside at the coffee shop actually because there weren't any available tables inside. But it was actually really nice to sit outside and just watch the cabs go by and the people go by. I did my emails and then I took my call and then I just had a leisurely walk back again through Washington Square Park, stopped to look at the flowers and things like that. There was these really beautiful wedding dresses in the window, which I know I'm already married. It's so sad. I feel like I will always admire wedding dresses and think that they're so beautiful, but the thing they don't tell you about getting married is that you'll never wear one again. So you always see them after you get married and then you're like, wait, you have this sadness like, but I'll never get to wear one. I feel like you can still wear white lace in other contexts, like the white lace skirt I just bought from Zara. But anyways, I feel like since I was sitting outside and I was walking outside, it was very like chilly out, and now I am warm and cozy back in my apartment. That's the thing I love about the fall and winter is like when you do come back into your apartment after being outside, you feel so cozy, and my apartment just feels perfectly warm right now. I can't like explain it. But anyways, I am going to do a thing. So I have this plate of cookies, and by the way, sorry my battery died, but I was showing you cookies and plates. So these plates I have from Zara Home, and I got them last year, I believe, or maybe 2 years ago, I don't remember, but I really love them. I feel like these green ones especially are so pretty for the holidays, but then also they could be used year round. Like you could turn this into like an Easter moment or a fall moment, a spring moment. I just feel like these are so perfect. And they're only like, I think $12 or $13 for the dinner plate size. And then they have like the lunch / dessert plate size together. They just look so pretty. You've probably seen tons of other content creators, like people that you follow that have these plates too. I just love them. So I just wanted to share that with you. And then they also have the same pattern, but instead of green, it's blue. So those are also really pretty. And then I might want to get like a white, like a plain white set so that I can then match like other sets with them and make like a whole tablescape. We'll see. But I made these cookies last night. So I love a chocolate chip cookie that is extremely flat and thin and buttery and a little bit crispy, but also like soft. So I made these cookies via the New York Times cookie recipe. So if you are a subscriber to that, you can find the cookies on there, the chocolate chip cookies. And I only made a small batch because only so many can fit on the tray at one time because they spread out so much. This is like a pretty big sized cookie. Here's my head for comparison. So I still have the dough in here from last night. So I am going to make the rest of the cookies with this dough. It's actually good anyways to chill the dough for like a whole night, overnight if you can, if possible. But what I was originally thinking when I wanted to make these cookies was that what I would do is sandwich them between some vanilla ice cream and make an ice cream, like a ice cream cookie sandwich. With this cookie, like, oh my gosh, how good would that be? So I'm glad that I only made a small batch because it showed me how big these do flatten out to be. So I think I'm gonna make the dollops that I put on the baking sheet a little bit smaller this time, and then put some vanilla ice cream, and I feel like they're gonna be really good. So yeah, now that we're inside, let's do some cozy indoor chocolate chip cookie baking.
Baby ferns uncurling, every living thing.
Hello there guys. So I just filmed a get ready with me for Instagram and I thought that I would show you my outfit. So I am wearing, well, we're kind of working backwards now, but this is my wool camel coat that I got from the Theory outlet. I shared a YouTube video that I will leave leave a link up above on the Woodbury Commons premium outlets because I go there a couple times a year and I feel like I always find so many things, especially at the Theory outlet. They just have the most beautiful coats. So yeah, this is the newest addition to my collection. So yeah, I love this one. It's like a wrap coat style, and then I tied it, of course, in a little bow knot here. And then I pulled out this bag, which I don't know how many times I've really shared with you guys because it really just sits in my closet. I never take it out, but it's just my favorite handbag of all time that I own. If anyone has been watching for a while, you know this, but if not, I actually used to work for Saks Fifth Avenue. I did affiliate marketing there. The parent company was called HBC, Hudson's Bay Company, and I actually worked for the Off Fifth. I need to book my Wednesday dance class. Hold on, pause. I have to have this alarm set because this class books up so quickly so that if you don't hit the button at the exact second that it goes live, you won't get in the class. And not only that, but you also have to choose your spot in the class of like what number on the floor you want to be as to like how close to the front or the back. So 10, 9, 8, 7, I only have a couple seconds. I'm just gonna stand by while I book this. All right, cool. I got the booking and I also got the spot that I wanted. Well, almost went over from it, but good enough. Alright, anyway, so as I was saying, yeah, I worked for the company. Anyways, they did employee-only sample sales, and one of them was Chanel bags only. It was only the Chanel brand, and these bags were like 90% off the retail price. It's such like a secret thing that happens. It's different than a regular sample sale that's open to the public because, well, first of all, Chanel doesn't even do those for their bags. This is because it was for a department store and it's only for the employees, not even like friends or family of the employees. You have to work for the company. There's no phones allowed. I'm probably not even supposed to be talking about it on here, but you know, here we are. I've said it on YouTube before years ago. So yeah, anyways, I did the employee only sample sales and that is when I bought this bag. And I remember it was between this one or a kind of like a classic flap, but it was slightly different and it was like a orangey red tone, and that one was a lot brighter. And I remember asking the girls in line like, which one should I get, this one or that like red one, and they all said the red one. But when I texted Lyle, and I think he also asked his mom too, or maybe I texted her, I don't remember, they both said you need to get this one because this one is more you. And I'm so glad that they said that because they're so right. This is like the most me bag. I just love it so much. It's kind of like a structured square. It's a ballet pink color. It has the gold hardware, and you can see it has this kind of gold in the center. It has a pocket. What do we even have in there? Oh, I have my Tiffany & Co. pen. That was a gift. It has a pocket, yeah, on this side that has in there kind of the two pockets on the side and then the pen one in the middle. And then the other side is just another pocket, and it has a zipper, like a pretty big long zipper there in the back. So yeah, I really don't ever take it out, I guess, because I've always just sort of babied it and thought like, oh, I don't want to ruin it, but really I feel like if I did that forever, it would just never get used. And I was even just recently looking at like the perfume that I have on my vanity table. Like this is one that I bought forever ago and I loved it so much, so I just haven't really used it, and it's only halfway sprayed and you would see the color has started to turn. So it's just like, I don't know, I feel like if you're always waiting for the best day, you're never going to feel like it's the best day. So just use it and enjoy it while you can. So anyway, I'm going to put this here, show you the rest of my outfit. I decided to wear the Zara skirt. It is a mini maxi length with a lace detail on it. I really just love like a white lace for fall personally. Then this is a Saison sweater. It's called the Aretha sweater. Mine actually shrunk in the wash a little bit, but usually it fits a little bit more oversized. But yeah, this is just such a classic. It's also a ballet pink. My ideal Talia necklace that I wear almost every day. And, oh, my Loeffler Randall hair clip. And these Zara boots that I've had forever. They are like a lace-up detail. Anyways, so yeah. That's the look of the day. Hello guys. So, I don't know if you guys can tell or not, but I'm on a new camera now. So, I got this camera. It's an Osmo Pocket 3 from DJI. So, my other cameras are from Canon. And I can tell you guys specifically what cameras I have, because I actually get a lot of questions about that. But this one is one that's really popular among YouTubers for many different reasons. One is because it's so small and compact, so it can fit in like really tiny bags. I also have this microphone. How cute is this? I got the white version. But one is because it's so small and compact. Like my bigger camera is so bulky that I have to bring around like a second canvas tote bag outside of just my usual purse just to bring that camera around, which obviously doesn't go with a lot of outfits. So there's that. And then secondly, it has this little gimbal that is supposed to be smoother, and it's like stabilizes it so it shouldn't be as rough when I'm walking, which we're vlogging, obviously. I'm walking a lot. And then I don't know, it's just good for traveling. So we'll see. So you guys will have to let me know, like, what do you think about this camera? Resolution and everything. I'm still getting used to it. And how does everything sound, too? So yeah, I thought that I would take it for a spin, test it out. It seems to be working. And then I would just go on a walk to Elizabeth Street Garden. It seems kind of busy today, but it's really nice weather out. So let's see if I can find a seat. Alright, so I have just found this little seat in this little garden here. It's just opened up. I'm going to try to be quiet because there's people reading and stuff. But yeah, I just love this garden so much. I feel like part of the reason why like so many New Yorkers wanted to like fight to keep this garden here was because we don't really have that much access to nature that much in the city. I mean, we have Central Park, Washington Square Park. There's plenty of parks, but like, I don't know. I feel like when you don't see nature as often, I don't know, like it's like human to want to be around it. So anyways, I just like coming here. It's very peaceful. It's like taking a deep breath, especially right now. I'm currently sitting in a garden, so I'm just like surrounded by flowers and birds, and it's so peaceful. And I brought a little book. I am still reading this book, The Paris Apartment. I know you guys always give me a hard time for like taking forever to finish books, but I just read them little pieces at a time. This one I'm on page 137, and I've been reading it at night before bed some nights. So yeah, figured I would just take a little quiet moment to read in the garden. Okay, you guys, it is the next day now. Look at the rain. It is really pouring. I was about to take Janie out for a walk, but now I'm like, oh, do I really need to go outside? I don't know if you can hear that. But it's like, it's not just raining, it's like windy rain. Oh, Janie, should we go outside? Should we? She's like, I have no idea. I know, sweet girl. Hi. Say hi to the YouTube. Hi. So I did end up walking Janie, and it is very rainy outside. But anyways, I'm cozy inside now. I actually am going to do some cozy inside things today, I think. So I, first of all, received a notification I got some packages delivered, so I'm going to do an unboxing. And then I think I'm going to spend the afternoon sewing. I feel like a rainy day is the perfect day to sew because I feel like when you're doing your cozy activity and then it starts raining, you're just like, it's extra cozy, you know? So anyways, let's do the unboxing. Ooh, okay. So we have a new Miu Miu fragrance. This is Mutine, the new feminine fragrance from Miu Miu Beauty. It's irreverent, youthful in spirit, and unconventional. It says the top notes are a bright, wild strawberry accord and a milky gardenia. I actually do love a gardenia. It also has a blend of brown sugar, vanilla, and patchouli. Very curious. Ooh, a very pretty bottle. It's like a toffee toned glass. First, I'm going to spray it on this paper. Always with spritzing, you need to always give it a second to let the alcohol spray go away before you can get the true feel for what it actually smells like. That is warm and cozy. I actually really like that. I'm gonna have to ask Lyle what his thoughts are. I always ask him what his thoughts are on my fragrance because he's the one smelling it a lot. So yeah, I like that, but I always feel like I need to warm up to fragrance. I need to wear it in different situations because it always ends up smelling different. And I like to know. Also, side note, I did throw a pretty headband on because my hair is not having it today with this rain. It really just does not do well in humidity. Next package. Ooh, I think I know what this is. Yes, I was like, this is packaged so interestingly. Diptyque. So this is actually something I ordered from eBay. I love how they included the bag and everything. This eBay seller had really good reviews. So as we know, every year Diptyque does their holiday collection. And this year it's very cute. It's centered around the cat. My favorite thing from the holiday collection every year is the little gold carousel that spins on the candle, and it spins from like the flame of the candle. It just causes it to spin, and it's so pretty and delicate, and I just think it's so, I don't know, special and pretty and cozy for the holidays. But I actually didn't, the design, I liked the design this year. My favorite was a couple years ago. So, but one of the years I did not like it at all. But I've always had my eyes on these for years. I've never actually bought one. It feels like I have because I've been paying attention to it for so long, but I've never actually bought one. But as I was doing research on the one this year, I actually came across one of the previous years. They did a star one, which I just thought was the most beautiful design. And since it's from a past collection, it's not currently being sold, so I had to go on eBay. Anyways, this is what it is. So it has the candle, and then it has like the carousel topper part. So what I'm going to do, and I got this because I don't know, I want to do some cute like holiday decor here in the apartment. So it comes with the candle. This one is the Bay candle. Bays. That's like one of their most classic candles. And then this is the part that you like put on. So it's super delicate, and the top part that spins. So if I'm understanding this correctly, this goes on here. And then you have to attach each of these individually. There's like the tiniest little hook at the top there. And so it appears is that you actually need to hook the hook onto here. So there's holes in the tops of this, like you can see one there. So I'm just going to delicately, oh my gosh, I feel like I get excited by the littlest things, but it's just so pretty and cute. 5. How cute. Okay, and then so then this goes on here, so you can see. I just love that. And then the actual candle. So then this goes on here. And then when you light the candle, this will actually spin on its own like this. And when the flame is going, you can just imagine how pretty that is. So yeah, I'm really glad that I actually held off all those years and waited until I found like my favorite one. So yeah, like I said, this isn't available right now, but if you search on places like eBay or just like search the internet for like Diptyque Star Carousel, you can probably find it. And ooh, I love the scent of this candle too. It's really nice. So yeah, we'll have to wait until Vlogmas for its big debut. The Miu Miu fragrance, by the way, was PR, so just disclaimer on that. They did send me that. I also did get 2 other packages from them, a Miu Miu and a Prada. So this I actually thought was really clever. It looks like you can hold it like a little handbag slash book, and then it opens like this, and it's a little like hand cream in the Prada triangle. Yeah, so it actually feels really nice on the skin. And then they sent me another one of these. Actually, I just remembered that it was the same, I think. Are these the same? Okay, yeah, they sent me 2 of them, which all the better. Maybe I should gift one to someone. Yeah, that's really fun and cute. All right, next thing is the duo boots. So on, I believe it was my last vlog, if not the one before that, I don't remember specifically, I told you guys how I was trying to find a pair of knee-high boots that fit my narrow calves, and I found this brand, Duo Boots, that does boots in specific calf sizes. So whether you have narrow calves, medium calves, wide calves, extra wide calves, they do the calf sizes by centimeter, and they have like 10 plus different like centimeters of options. So it's really specific, which I like because I feel like it can be really hard to find the perfect pair of knee-high boots. I really hope that this pair is good because I cannot return these. And obviously the size is very specific. It's from the UK. Oh my gosh. Okay, these are actually really cute compared to the other boots that I have seen. Like I actually just yesterday like popped into a few stores and the leather just looked so cheap. This is actually like, I think it's because it's real leather. This is actually really nice in person, which I feel like sometimes in pictures you can't tell until you actually see it in person. It's very structured. It doesn't look like it's going to fall down. It does look very narrow though, which hopefully is okay for me. I'm a little bit nervous, but I don't know, based on the measurements, this is what it said to get. Fingers crossed. All right, I've got the boots on. I also threw on a skirt just for reference. I love them. I feel like I finally have found the perfect pair of boots. I will say though, like, they are narrow. Like, there is not much room here. But they fit, and that's what works. But yeah, there's like no gap at all. But it's okay. I'd so much rather that than the giant gaps that I've been having on other boots that just doesn't look right. It just, I don't know, it just doesn't look right. But yay! And I went with the flat ones because I feel like they are so much more walkable in the city. I feel like I'm going to wear these all the time now. They do actually have like the tiniest little heel here, but I don't even count that. And yeah, I also went, other thing to note is that I also went with the tall size because I just prefer my knee-high boots to go right below my knees here. So you can see it's like right below my kneecap. The other one was going to be a little bit lower, which I feel like sometimes looks kind of awkward. But yay! Oh my gosh! I am so excited. I actually highly would recommend these boots because of the fact that you can get so precise with your sizing. And I don't like it when people say online, like, I found the perfect pair of knee-high boots, because that just can't be true, because the perfect pair of knee-high boots is going to be different for everyone, depending on, obviously, your calf size, your shoe size, and your height. So what I loved about this Duo Boots site is that not only do they have the different calf sizes that get so specific, but the heights also come in short, regular, and tall. So my sizing is so specific. It's like a very narrow size. It's 32 centimeters, which is like 12.5 inches. And then I went with the tall one because I'm 5'7", I'm pretty tall. According to the website, and also according to customer service when I asked them, I'm right on the cusp, where it's like basically the regular height is up to 5'7", and that's my height, but I like my boots to be a little bit tall. Not knee high, I mean not like over the knee, but just below the knee. So yeah, based on your height, based on your calf size, we're all different, right? So like, I don't know, that's what I like. I promise this is not an ad for Duo Boots. I actually did reach out to them because I was like, look, trust me, I'm like a big fan. I really am like a fan of this thing you're doing here with the different sizing, but they never responded, so boo on that. However, I'm still telling you about them anyways because I think they're really good and I feel like you need to know. So yeah, yay. Okay, the next and very last thing that I have to unbox is something from Zara Home. From Zara Home, I bought plates. Here's the thing. I feel like everyone should own some plain white plates. We don't own any plain white plates. All of our plates have some sort of a design on them. We have the blue ones that Lyle picked out. Those are our nicest ones. And I really like Zara Home. The price point is really good. Obviously, it's Zara. This plate, for example, was $11.90. I got 4 dessert/lunch sizes, and then I got 4 dinner plate sizes. What I like about them is that they have a scalloped edge, so it's not totally plain and boring, and it looks good stacked with other plates. So I do also have the other like green earthenware Zara Home collection, which you probably have seen a lot of people with, so they can definitely mix and match with those. But I like that they can mix and match with not just Zara plates, but pretty much any other plates. If I'm doing like, I'm hosting people and I want to put on a certain theme for that dinner or brunch or afternoon tea, then I can use these, and I feel like the white is a good just base point for any theme that I want to do. So like, for example, last year for my birthday, I hosted an afternoon tea here at my apartment, and I just felt like I didn't have any plates that went with my beautiful tea set. So, however, had I had these, they would have worked. For example, here's the dinner plate and the lunch/dessert plate stacked together. And then here are the Zara earthenware plates. So then if you wanted to say like mix and match this, for example, you could like do this. Like, see how nice that looks? It goes so pretty together, I think. So that's one way. Or you could obviously do like this with the earthenware in the back and then the white plate on the front. So I don't know. It really just, I think, makes it interesting. And I love just these ones too, because these, I feel like you can make like Christmas holiday. Like this green is so, I don't know, delicate for Christmas, or you could turn this into like an Easter spring theme. This could also be a fall. I just feel like these can really go with a lot. Like this is more of like the fun pattern, and then this is like the basic. So you see what I'm saying here? I don't know. I feel like I've also, over the last like year or two, kind of gotten more into my hosting era. I hosted the afternoon tea. I also hosted a Galentine's Day party here. And I don't know, I plan to host more and things like that. So yeah, I don't know. These are just the little things that I enjoy. guys, good morning. So we've skipped a day because I was feeling not so great yesterday. I got my annual flu shot and COVID shot and the vaccine, and every time that I've gotten the COVID vaccine, it always makes me feel kind of sick for a day or two. So that was all day yesterday. I had kind of flu-like symptoms. It was body aches, muscle aches. I had a really bad headache. I felt like my sinuses even kind of hurt. And I just rested all day. So I missed a day. So I feel like whenever I have a day that I've missed and I feel like I've been kind of like a bum, the pendulum swings the opposite way the next day, where I'm okay, now I need to get dressed up and I don't know, feel good about myself. So I wanted to show you my outfit real quick before I headed out the house, because I feel like it's really cute. Well, I think at least. So I am wearing my favorite sweater from last year. This is from Saison. It's a little cardigan, but I've just buttoned it up all the way. It has let me flip you around. Okay, here you can see a little bit better, but it has the sweetest little details on it. So yeah, so I've buttoned it up all the way, and I have one of my Intimissimi thermal tops on underneath it just because it's a pretty cold day. And then I've paired that with my Abercrombie mini skirt, the black one. I feel like this is one of the most worn items in my closet. I think it's probably the most worn item in my closet this fall. Probably will be this winter too. So yeah, I'll leave that linked. And then I have Caledonia tights and my new boots from Duo Boots. With the socks on, they are actually a little tight, so I'm thinking that maybe if I walk around a bit today, I can kind of break them in a little bit. They said that they do stretch out slightly, so that's good. And then I also put on, just because it's so cold, this pair of socks. These are also from Caledonia. I will try to link them. And then my Theory cropped trench coat over it. It might be a little bit too cold to only be wearing a trench coat today. Today is November 1st, by the way. So I feel like it's not the holiday season yet, but it's a step that we're getting there. It's a step in the right direction. So I'm really, really excited. You guys know I just can't wait for Vlogmas. But anyways, it's only 50 degrees out right now. But I'm hoping that with the extra layers of tights and socks and the thermal top under the sweater will hopefully keep me warm enough. I'm gonna go to the grocery store right now to just pick up a couple things. So it'll be a little test to see is this warm enough for the weather outside today? If not, I might have to change to go out later today and put on a heavier jacket. But anyways, yeah, that's the look. walking around. We're out and about today, and we're in the West Village, and we just passed by. Look what's right behind me. They're putting a little cupcake bake shop in the West Village, which I feel like is nice. I don't know how I feel about that. I just love the one in Nolita. That's like one of my favorite little corners, and it looks like they're making it to be kind of similar looking. So yeah, we'll have to come back and check it out now that I know that it's here. So we've come to have brunch at a place called Market Table, which we haven't been to before, but we were looking for a place to sit outside because we have Janie with us. We walked her through Washington Square Park, and she went to the dog park. It was her first time going to a real dog park, not the like members dog park that we go to. And she did really well, and she made lots of friends, as she always does. But yeah, this place is just like American food. I got a matcha latte because it is freezing. Well, it's not freezing. It's actually not too bad today, but I feel a little bit cold sitting outside. I would normally go for an iced, but I went for the warm one. It's cute. It has like a little heart on top. And I got the buttermilk pancakes.